Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone at tarotfreehealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm going to be using the Madame Endora Fortune telling cards for your weekly reading. This reading is for Scorpio, and so I'm just shuffling up the deck. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, that's the card that flipped around. It says, Temptation may lead you astray. That's the first card. So let's see what the others hold for Scorpio from the 13th to the 19th. And it says rejuvenation and fulfillment. Okay. And your last card is triumph over adversity. Okay. What I see for you, Scorpio, is this card could be saying if it was to show up in a relationship, it can be indicating wanting to step outside that relationship. So it could be saying, then you may be seeing someone else than your current partner. That's how this card can show up. But it's just basically saying there's something about giving in to temptations. And, sometimes temptations aren't always the best thing for us, but, we feel kind of weak towards turning something down. Like for instance, it could be saying, this could be taking place of maybe you was on a strict diet and then you get tempted to eat something that you wasn't supposed to eat. So it could be like that kind of temptation too. So it can be a temptation of a person. It could be a temptation of a food or indulging in something like drink, alcohol, could be even recreational drugs. It could be anything. It could be anything that that is a vice for you. It could be difficult for you maybe to give it up or to just or to control that feeling that you feel when you're around that thing or you have it. So it's kind of saying be careful of any kind of vices this week, because there is something that you get out of this vice. So that's why I said the first thing that came up for me was love, because the chalice, this can like represent love and be talking about love. So for some of you guys, it could be that you may be meeting somebody else. If you're single, then it's probably okay. Um, but then it's kind of saying, I kind of feel like it's saying be careful of necessarily what you love, because sometimes what may fulfill you or make you feel good on an emotional level may not necessarily be good um in the end. So I would say kind of be careful of what you feel led into or drawn in by at times, because this is another card where I would say sometimes things may appear one way on the surface, and then when you actually get them, it's not exactly the same as what you thought. So kind of be careful with that kind of energy this week, because something may really seem on a surface level like, oh, that's really great, that's really good, but just be wary of it. It says triumph over victory though. So for some of you guys, maybe you're in a position where something could be tempting you, but then maybe you turn it down. Like maybe you decide, okay, that doesn't make me feel good. I don't, that I don't like doing that anymore, or I don't want to give into that thing. And because maybe I found something else in my life that fulfills me, that makes me feel good, and so I've actually been able to stop myself from being tempted um by whatever this thing is. So if that's the case, then it all works out okay. So to try and get a better understanding and to just add something else to the message, I'm using the New Age Tarot. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is kind of saying that yeah, when it comes to decision making, I think that you're going to be grounded at this time. So I think that your mindset is one that is responsible, and one that is very level headed. So I think that if like we were saying about these cards, I kind of feel like it's leaning more on the positive interpretation of not giving into any temptations, because I think that this queen, she is more about kind of level-headed thinking, and also she wouldn't do something that wouldn't be to her gain or for her purpose. So what I feel in this sense is you are valuing yourself, you are seeing what is right for you and what is good for you at this time. And I think that a lot of you are definitely trying to undergo lifestyle changes to help and aid your body as well. So I think that really, yeah, you may be faced with some kind of temptations, but I see that you're going to be really understanding what is better for you to do. You're going for the better alternative to when it comes to eating, when it comes to your lifestyle. So that's good. And you also have an owl that's in here. And the owl is also about, being wise and making wise choices and decisions. The owl, like, he's been there, he's done that, he's experienced these things, he's observed these things. So what it's kind of saying is you're using your wisdom to make better choices for yourself at this time. And I think that these choices are really going to be making you feel much better within yourself physically. So that's your reading, Scorpio. Peace and many blessings to you. I'll be seeing you. Bye.